Hello, hello. I am Yvonne Bentley, your faith, purpose, and mindset coach, helping others to change their mind so that they may change their world around them by knowing their identity in Christ. I'm also the founder of the Overcoming the Battle movement, whose mission and purpose is to empower women all over the world to know that your true purpose and identity lies in Christ. So, you know, if we never confront anything, it's impossible for us to overcome it. We have to literally bring things from the dark into the light so that we can overcome it. And so this morning, I want to confront something to help you overcome it so that you will know the truth of that thing and stop believing the lie, and let's call it out for what it is. And the title of this video this morning is It's Rejection. It's rejection. You're asking, what is rejection? Well, first of all, I want to share this part. Do you remember in the Bible when Jesus went back to his hometown and he couldn't do any miracles? The people didn't believe, they didn't receive, right? But what did Jesus do? Did Jesus stop there, or did he continue to be about his Father's business to fulfill God's purpose and glory for why he was sent here on earth? He didn't stop. And so what rejection is because of the fact that you get so upset, you get mad, and you get frustrated because people closest to you, because people who are familiar to who you used to be and not who God has created you to be, they are not investing in your business. They don't believe in it. They don't understand it. And so you actually reject the very thing that God has called you to do, because people are rejecting you because you haven't dealt with the rejection that's within you. You see, I know this very well because that was an insecurity within me that I battled with for the longest. I battled with it for the longest. And until I decided that, you know what, I have to confront this thing that I'm battling with. I need to understand where this rejection is coming from, because if I continue to get upset and not understand, if certain people don't want me to coach them, if certain people don't read my book, if certain people don't believe in me, then I cannot stop backing down and start questioning what God has called me to do, or even not totally believe that. And I get myself out of alignment with what God has called me to do, because people are rejecting the very thing that I was created to do, because I have not dealt with the rejection within me. So I can't step up to keep pushing and going. You have to understand that what God has called you to do is not for everybody. If people closest to you and people who've known you all your life cannot receive it, and you get upset and it makes you question, it's because you have the insecurities of dealing with rejection still within you that you need to confront so that you can overcome. You are still hurting from pain and need healing from rejection. And in order for you to heal, you have to deal. So today I want to bring this thing out to the light, and I hope that you are honest with yourself, that you can truly look at it and say, you know what, that did bother me with my friend, my cousin. I've known them for years, and they haven't purchased my book. They haven't purchased one of my shirts from my clothing line. I don't understand why they don't want to support me. I don't understand when I share, this idea, and I know so clearly that God has given it to me, that I start questioning it because people who are familiar to who I used to be can't receive who I was created to be. Let me tell you something. Some of the most people who have invested, like in my book, in my coaching business, 9 times out of 10, most of the people were not even familiar with me. I've had people reach out to me and connect through like YouTube or Instagram, and all they've seen was my videos. I've never even met them in person. So what you have to understand is that you have to be confident in what God has called you to do. You have to know that your identity lies in Christ. And if you are battling with that and you start to question that because people are closer to you or familiar with you are not receiving it, it's because you have not dealt with the rejection within you, because people keep rejecting you. So therefore you keep rejecting what God has called you to do. Be encouraged today to confront that thing, to overcome it. And remember, again, it's impossible to heal if you don't decide to deal. Have an amazing day on purpose.